As the tall and energetic daughter of two athletes, Traci Parsons McMullen was likely to be involved in sports from an early age. But even to her parents, it was clear that she had more than just genetics pushing her in this direction.
Obviously, she was very tall at an early age, but she was also very competitive. And it was a situation where even when we would play board games, if she lost, she became very, very angry and didn't like that losing part of it.
This competitive spirit gave her an edge as a young athlete. In high school, she made All-State for 3 years in basketball and continues to hold a scoring record at her school for both men and women. She also participated in track and holds records in both high and intermediate hurdles and placed all 4 years at the state level in Ohio for the intermediate hurdles. Her athletic skills did not go unnoticed when recruiters began to hear about Traci's accomplishments.
She was recruited by quite a few people, a lot of the Big Ten. She was very impressed with the head women's basketball coach at the time here at Eastern. That's the reason she decided, I believe, to come to Eastern Michigan.
Traci's time at EMU was nothing short of outstanding. As a member of the women's basketball team, she lettered all 4 years and started in 103 out of 104 games during her career. She is still ranked 3rd in career scoring, 9th in three-point field goals, and 15th in career rebounding. Traci was named to the All-Freshman team in 1993-94. She was named Honorable Mention All-MAC in 1994-95, and she was named Second-Team All-MAC in 1995-96. Her accomplishments were not limited to basketball. She also lettered for 4 straight years in track, setting an EMU varsity record of 4,896 points in the 1995-1996 Mid-American Conference Championship, placing 3rd in the heptathlon. She also set a varsity record in her pole vault during her competition.
You know, a lot of people have athletic ability, but I think to be able to reach those goals that you set and to be able to be the best that you can be, you obviously need the work ethic and you need a positive attitude. And I think she was able to get to that point because she has those two things.
This work ethic carried over into Traci's academic career as well. She remained a very good student throughout her years at Eastern, making the all-academic team for the Mid-American Conference several times.
We're very proud of her for the things that she's accomplished, but I think we're probably most proud of her for the person she is. She's a great daughter, she's a great wife, a great mom, and those are the things that really obviously are the most important things.
Traci Parsons McMullen will always be remembered as an exceptional athlete at EMU. It's because of this legacy that she takes her rightful place in the E-Club Athletic Hall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, Traci Parsons McMullen.
All right, so the first thing I realized is I had a really bad hairdo most of the time. Wow. So I would like to first start by thanking the E-Club and EMU, but especially the E-Club for this honor. I'm thrilled. When Melissa called me, or sent me an email, I guess, this summer, I was in shock, and I wasn't really sure what was going on. And once I came to the realization that it was happening, I was absolutely elated. And I can't believe I'm in such a wonderful class. The class of inductees is spectacular. And there are many greats who've come before us and many greats who will come after us. So it's a wonderful honor. When I look back on my time at Eastern, I don't see a particular championship or a particular game that stands out. But for me, it was more the friendships that we had, the fun times that we had as teammates. And there was one time in Idaho, we were at a tournament. I don't know why our coaches took us to Idaho in December, but they did. And there was snow everywhere, and we got into a huge snowball fight with the team from UTEP. And we beat them, and we beat them on the court, too. So it all worked out well. But we had great times with basketball and track. The track team, a lot of members here, you can attest to some of the late team bonding experiences on weekends, perhaps. We won't call them parties, but we'll call them get-togethers. And those are the things that stick with me, and I'm sure a lot of you have similar memories. I need to say a few thank yous. When I was here, I worked at the Tower Inn, and the Romanuses, if you know John and Vivi, you know that they never hold back anything that they want to say, and so they were always very upfront and gave great advice. The late Louis Romanus was, I don't know how we got really connected, but I'd find myself in Louis' cafe just sitting down and complaining about something, or what should I do? And he always had great advice, so he will be missed. Professor Case, anybody here have Professor Case in the English department when you were here? He was tough, but he was one of my favorite professors. And I took 3 of his classes, and my GPA suffered a little bit for it, but I learned a lot. And I really need to say thank you to him. Also to Coach Mabes. In my opinion, he's one of the best coaches that Eastern's ever had. And he... I think we had a really good relationship because I was only in track for a few months out of the year. We weren't together that often, so we didn't click, or we didn't clash, rather. But he was phenomenal with me. He made track fun. And my high school coach, Coach Muchler, who's here, he did a lot for us and a lot for me growing up and taught me how to get into the gym and work hard, and that carried on when I got to Eastern. My husband, Phil, I need to say thank you to him. He was a Bronco, but he turned out all right anyway. And we spent a lot of time driving back and forth on 94, but he was a great support. And when he wasn't out being an All-American himself in track, he was supporting me and on the phone, and he's been fantastic ever since. So thank you. And to my parents, who are, again, sitting, watching, they are lucky they don't have bleachers for butts at this point. They traveled everywhere. They were at Eastern during the week. They were traveling down to Miami. They gave up their Thanksgiving and went to Washington, D.C. one year, and they've been phenomenal, huge supports my entire life, and I really appreciate that. And just, again, thank you so much to the E-Club and to Eastern. I loved my experience here. The campus has changed so much. It's beautiful, and I can't wait to see some of the new facilities. So thank you.